before we get into what we found at garage sale these past few weekends, I kind of wanted to sit down and explain kind of who we are and what we do. We're two friends, John and Blake, who started out our separate eBay accounts selling what we found at garage sales, thrift stores, all of that, and kind of making a quick buck off of it. It kind of turned into something bigger. But I kind of wanted to explain our stores. So we have the main kind of store, which is what you're looking at, and then we have Blake's store. So how we split it up is whatever he finds kind of goes on his store, whatever I find kind of goes on this store, what I'm looking at. Both stores will be in the description if you want to check those out. That's not really what we're focused on here, though. What we're focused on here, though, is kind of going through what we sold, how much we profited off of it, and kind of to give you an idea of what to look for while you're out and about. So with that being said, let's get into these past few weekends. We're out garage selling today. We just got all of this. We got a coffee pot, some Mickey mugs, some mini mugs, a replacement part for a printer. We got whatever this is. Looks pretty cool for Easter. This whole box was free. It's a printer. We got a TV in here. I don't know if it works. It has all the cords. Has a remote down there too, pretty cool. Another coffee pot for $1 and a convection oven. So altogether this was $7 for all of this. And then we hit another garage sale, which we didn't look at, but there was a lot of Nerf guns in there and a lot of Skylanders video games. We'll go through that when we get back to the house, but there's more Nerf guns. We got a Nerf target, so I'm thinking we can bundle all those together, but so far it's looking pretty good. So we just got, these are two VHS players. One of them records. These, the M&M thing back here, and this were all $10. I think it's a pretty good score. I found this. It's a Josh Cribbs Nutcracker. I looked it up, but I couldn't find much, so I'll have to look when I get home. This and these two Bratz dolls were $5 total, so I think we scored pretty good there. Okay, so we got this battery charger and two batteries, I believe, for RC cars. These were free. We got some PSP games and movies. I'm not sure about the movies, but we got these for $1 a piece as well. Okay, so we got this. It's a fondue set. We've sold a couple. And then we got this weather station thing. I don't really know what it is, to be honest with you, but she wanted 10 and 2. We got it for 10 altogether. And then this was another one. These are $1 for all these old game controllers. I don't really know what they are. I guess we'll have to look them up. And then we got this bear. We're gonna have to do some research on this too. For how much was this? $1?
Yeah, it's $1.
It's $1, so. Alright, so we just went to one garage sale that had this whole box of wires, a remote, and this pretty cool speaker wire cable. This was all $2, and even if we don't sell it, I'm sure I can get some use out of it. We also buy a lot of like those, so I know these cords we can put together with some stuff. This Disney Infinity box, there's like 50 characters in here, plus there was a gamepad as well in the game. I asked her how much she would want for the box, and she said $60. I tried to get it for $40, she said no. Tried to get it for $50, she said no. We got it for $55. I don't really know. I know there's a Spider-Man in here that sells for $25, so I'm thinking we can at least get our money back on it. But I think it's a pretty good score. So now we're going to be going through some of the stuff we have sold recently. This isn't everything, but I picked out some of the cooler stuff that I thought. So first up is this Harley-Davidson chain inspection cover. These came from a Harley store that was in business from the 1950s to the 70s, I believe. This all came from one auction. All this Harley stuff did. These were really cool. We got these for a couple dollars a piece. We sold 2 of them. I think I have a couple more to list. Not exactly sure. Either way, we sold them for $19 plus shipping, so a pretty good profit there. Next up, this actually came from the same Harley shop, but these are bicycle cables. They're brake shift cables. We sold 13 so far. We got these for $1.13 a piece. We're selling them at $11. After shipping and everything, we're making a few bucks each. 13 sold, that adds up, so a pretty good profit there. Next are these ASICS shoes. They are women's. We got these from a local Goodwill. Every shoe at the local Goodwills around here are $5. Some are $2, but this one was $5. We sold these for $25, best offer. I accepted the offer because on this one, there was a little tear on the side here. She had messaged and sent that offer, and I said, yeah, it's completely fair. I paid shipping. So we made a few bucks there. Next up is another Harley part. This is a Sportster seat strap. Same thing, we bought these for not more than a couple dollars a piece. We have a few available. One finally sold for $15, paid shipping. After, shipping and fees and everything, a few bucks profit. Pretty good there. Next up is this vintage Barbie. We got these ones from a garage sale. We have a couple more on the store listed. This was the first one to sell. Fortification Midge, friend of Barbie. We got these for, I believe, $3 a piece. This one sold for $18 plus shipping. They paid shipping. Pretty good profit there. Next up is more shoes. These ones were pretty cool. They were ankle boots. They were men's size. This one also came from a local Goodwill. These were in really good shape. These were hardly ever wore. We got these for $5 as well. Sold for $12. They paid shipping. Pretty good profit there. Next up is a fitness ball. It has the pump and everything. So this one came from an auction site. So the items you get from this auction site, this was one of the first auction sites that we had looked at. Not everything is what they say. This specific one was one of the better ones that they had. This was brand new. The box was just open and a little beat up. Sold it for $10. They paid shipping. Next up are these microphones. This one came from an entire lot. We didn't actually buy the lot for these microphones. I didn't actually think they would sell because they weren't selling on eBay. I listed them up there for $10 a piece plus shipping. One buyer actually bought 2 of them. The whole lot was $25. So like I said, we didn't buy the lot for these, but once these sold, that pretty much almost paid for the entire lot by itself. So that was pretty good. We spent, a couple cents for each of these, turning it into $10. Can't beat that. Okay, so next are these really cool Barbies. We got the other Barbies from a garage sale, but these actually came from the same place the Harley parts did, same auction. So these Barbies, we got a few of them, you'll see, but they're vintage, they're metal. The boxes are in pretty good shape. This one was one of the more beat up ones. We had originally paid $29.50 for this one. All of these sold within a week of listing. Sold for $79 plus they paid shipping. You really can't beat that. That's a pretty good profit there. Next up is this Peaches and Cream Barbie. This was the more expensive one, which also happened to be the one in the best shape. The only thing that was wrong with it was this tear in the top right corner, which I took a picture of. They sent an offer for $190. I accepted it. They paid shipping. Originally we paid $120 for this. So $120 into $90, $70 profit. After fees and everything, you're looking at $60 profit. You really can't beat that. Next up is another Barbie that came from the same auction. This one was one of the newer ones. The box is in really good shape though. This also sold in no time. We had originally paid $4 for this, turned it into $22, plus they paid shipping. Really can't beat that. This was one of the cooler pieces that we got. I think this was from an estate sale. We paid $30 for this. I accepted an offer for $40. If this would have worked, this would have been upwards of $100. Either way, this is really cool. You can see at the top there, it has the Congress symbol. This actually belongs at a museum. But it was really cool. Cassette player. We have a few more that were like it, not exactly like it, that came from the same place. They paid $27 shipping, which is probably more than it needed to be. But I wanted to make sure it was wrapped really nice and everything and send it out because, this is a piece that is really old and really cool. So that's pretty good there. You know, we didn't make a ton of money off it, maybe a few bucks. But like I said, if it would have worked, it would have been upwards of $100. Next up is this little pocket knife. We actually had a lot more of these. A local guy bought them from us for, I believe it was $30. This was one that sold on eBay though, before he had bought it for $12.99. We paid like $1 or so a piece. Not bad there. Next up is this Dream Date Barbie. This was another one of those Barbies. This one sold, I think this was the second one to go. This one we originally paid $50 for. Turned into $140 plus shipping. Not bad. The box on this one was really nice anyways, so that really helped out. Next up is another Barbie. This one we had originally bought for $52. Sold for $89.99. They paid shipping. You really can't beat that. So this was one that sold. One buyer bought two of them. I believe it was this one and the Dream Date Barbie. They had sent a neutral review saying that there was some aesthetic details not mentioned in the publication. As you can see, I took pictures of every angle. I put in the description, you know, it has some shelf wear and damage. It looks like it was opened. Before I sent these out, actually, they said it was a gift for someone. And before I sent them out, I sent them a message saying, hey, you know, did you look at the pictures? Because the box on this one is pretty beat up. The other one that they had bought, they left a positive feedback for. This one, they left a neutral. You know, there really wasn't more that I could have done. Either way, we still made a good profit off of it. You know, we paid $44 for it, turned it into $79.99. They paid shipping. You really can't beat that. Finally on the list is a VCR player. It's a 4-head VCR player. It came with the remote. Works great. This came from a local Goodwill. We paid $16 for it, turned it into $50. Plus they paid shipping. We have a few more of these on the store, a lot nicer ones too, ones that record and everything. Like I said before, this isn't everything that's sold. This is only some of the. I picked out some of the stuff that you don't see every day. And finally, we're going to finish off the video with a couple of things that Blake picked up. They were really cool, so we'll check those out.